Hello everybody! Today we are taking a detour to the history of motorsport of Mercedes-Benz. So we are here in Nice. In 1901, Mercedes won their first ever race here. Wilhelm Werner with a car with 35 horsepower, which is about 3.5% of what we have now in our cars. We decided to check the route with a modern car, with an E-Smart. So they used to drive from Nice, it's a road 17 kilometers long, so from Nice to La Turbie. La Turbie is just above Monaco, and I know the place actually very well, but honestly this route, I don't know it that well, but now I'm gonna drive it exactly.
What do you think? Are we gonna make the whole thing with one charge?
There's only one way to find out. I trust Mark.
How do you think Wilhelm Werner, how did he feel driving this street here?
I think he felt a little bit similar. You know, I think with the car he had with 35 horsepower, he managed to have average speed for this road more than 50 kilometers per hour, which is pretty fast now looking at these narrow roads. So it's respect to Wilhelm. I really like the history of racing. It's always nice to hear the facts and see some footage from old days. This has no sound at all. Yeah, there's nothing. We are like gliding around with no sound. It's kind of cool. Well, it reminds me of driving these kind of roads up and down. Reminds me a bit of skiing.
Could be always like that. A Formula E is the future in 10 years. What do you think of that?
I think it is exciting and interesting to see how quickly it has been improving and how the development is really ramping up all the time. So the cars are getting quicker, there's more and more performance. I have to say I love Formula One. I've grew up my life smelling petrol, so I love it. When you hear the old engines screaming, 20,000 RPM, it's really cool. But for sure this is the way the future is going. I still prefer my S-Class AMG. It has a bit more power. I think Smart is a better option for parking, yes, in Monaco. It can be really difficult to park there. I've been living in Monaco now nearly 5 years. I love it. It's such a beautiful place, and I love being next to the sea. I love sun.
I picked you up at home. You're probably the person living closest to pole position.
Only reason I chose that place is because it's very close to pole position. It's a home race for me. I know the streets by heart. I know every building I drive past. It's more like a mental challenge. Mentally it's a tiring week. First of all, being in the car in that kind of really narrow circuit, you can't do any mistakes. You need to kiss the walls if you want to be quick. If someone told me that when I was a kid, the part of it, that being in the race, having the chance to win, I would believe. I always believed. It's if you don't believe, it can't happen. I believe. I ended up in Formula One because I never gave up on my dream. I always believed so strongly. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be there, and also the people around me. There would have been so many opportunities for me to give up along the way, and I'm really glad I didn't. So that's Wilhelm Werner. We are now in the same place. That's in 1901, after he won his first race. You see the same restaurant. Now we did it with the Smart, with the E-Smart. It's pretty cool.